to block out his coworkers' constant laughter. He always wore noise-canceling headphones, but the mocking and bullying never stopped. Even when he stayed quiet and tried to avoid conflict, it only made them escalate their behavior. They even warned him, "You're really gonna get it tomorrow." Sure enough, the next day, while he was getting ready to shower, they cornered him in the bathroom. Before the last laugh faded, they yanked him into the shower and turned on the freezing water without hesitation. The icy stream hit him like needles. He didn't fight back. He just endured it in silence, hoping it would end quickly. The next day his boss heard rumors and came to see him, asking if he'd been bullied. His face was conflicted and he struggled to respond. Maybe it was his deeply rooted kindness, or maybe just an attempt to hold on to some dignity. He didn't tell the truth. He brushed it off like it was nothing. His name was Foss. His size often made him a target for discrimination. Social anxiety had slowly crushed his world. At 40 years old he still lived with his mother, barely able to leave the house. Loneliness and pressure were constants in his life. Every day he went to the same restaurant. The owner there knew him well by now. As soon as Foss sat down, the owner would quietly clear the opposite place setting and serve him his usual pad thai without asking. After eating, Foss went back to his airport ground crew job. He wore his noise-canceling headphones, moving luggage with robotic precision, his silence blending into the roar of the conveyor belts. Still single at his age, overweight and balding, his days passed in numbing repetition. Whenever the loneliness became too much, he'd drive to the river, turn on the radio, call the station and request some heavy metal. In that moment, he felt free and at ease, maybe as a way to fight that isolation. One day he finally splurged and bought himself a remote control car he'd always wanted. On the way home, he ran into a little girl who had just moved into the neighborhood. She stared at the toy, thinking it was a gift for someone in his family. When she asked, Foss blushed and couldn't admit it was for himself. Thankfully her dad showed up with some furniture. Foss used the chance to say hi, and quickly slipped away. Back home, he looked out at the falling snow, and seeing the streets so empty, he grabbed his new toy and stepped outside, playing in the snow with pure joy, like a child letting loose his buried innocence. The cold bit through his skin, but for Foss, this kind of weather and silence was just what he needed. He might have looked rough on the outside, but he had a sensitive and skilled soul. He could fix anything mechanical, from kitchen appliances to full car overhauls. Even his cooking skills were top-notch. He was the definition of a tech-savvy homebody. His biggest passion was recreating famous historical battles on sand tables. This hobby led to his only friendship. Due to copyright restrictions, this movie can only take you this far. The name of this movie is The Virgin Mountain.